Every writer, artist, content creator get asked the question, where do you get your ideas from? And the honest answer is they steal them. And later on the video, we'll talk more about how to steal ideas without going to the jail. But for now, let's talk about the book Still Like an Artist by Kelon. It's one of those books you should read as soon as you hear the name because of two simple reasons. First, there are 10 ideas in the book. And if you're someone who is curious, who would love to explore and study new things, then one of the ideas from the book could change and transform your life. Second, it's an easy read. You could finish it in one afternoon. Although the name says it's still like an artist, the book is more like a guide that gives you direction to how to become a creative genius. As Austin says, nobody is born with a style or a voice. We don't come out of the womb knowing who we are. In the beginning, we learn by pretending to be our heroes. We learn by copying. We are talking about practices here, not plagiarism. Plagiarism is trying to pass someone else's work as your own. Copying is about reverse engineering and analyzing the work. It's like a mechanic taking apart a car to see how it works. And I can relate to this a lot because right now I'm trying to learn copywriting and I'm studying great marketers and copywriters like Gary Halbert, Dan Kennedy, Ken McCarthy, Eugene Schwartz. I'm reading their book and analyzing and hand copying their sales ads. As a result, my writing has improved a lot and it has become much more easier for me to write copy. Now I can see and understand the elements of copy that help persuade the reader to take action. And I believe emulating and copying other great writers' work by hand is the fastest way to get good at writing. Because we learn to write by copying down the alphabet. Musicians learn to play by practicing scales. Painters learn to paint by reproducing masterpieces. As Salvador Dali said, those who do not want to imitate anything produce nothing. So when we copy multiple artists, the ideas get remixed in our brain and then we find our original self. And that's when creative ideas started to flow. And when someone asks, how did you come up with such genius and creative idea? The honest answer is, we steal them. But if you emulate and copy your favorite artist, don't just steal their style. Steal the thinking behind their style. Try to understand, how did he come up with such idea? How is he writing such a good piece? Take them as an inspiration and then add your own twist and make them your own. Because you don't want to look like your heroes. You want to see like your heroes. And whether it's stealing ideas or generating new ideas, everyone has a process for it. I want to describe my process, but I think Jerome Sachs describes it better. Steal from anywhere that resonates with inspiration or fuels your imagination. Devour old films, new films, music, books, paintings, photographs, poems, dreams, random conversation, architecture, bridge, street signs, trees, cloud, bodies of water, light, shadow. Select only things to steal from that speak directly to your soul. If you do this, your work and theft will be authentic. And this is the lesson number 1. Steal like an artist, but don't just steal the style. Steal the thinking behind style. Lesson number 2, create what you crave. Austin says, create what you like to consume. Write a book you'd like to read. Create a music you'd love to listen. Consume a variety of content, then decide to make the version of it that you'd love. I found this idea wonderful because when I was getting started on YouTube, I've had a hard time writing video script because I've never done that before and I didn't know how to write a good script. So I've watched countless YouTube videos and read many blogs, and honestly I didn't find anything helpful and they were not really my life. So I had to figure this out the hard way. And after 6 months of trying, I have created a system for writing video script that helped me write video script fast, effectively, efficiently, in a systematic way. And I thought, why not just share it online so others can have the same benefit? By the way, you can watch the video here. And when you share your work online, you must be ready for both praise and criticism, because many people are afraid of sharing their work online. And I think that this is such a waste of talent, because art, content, writing, videos, these things are all subjective. No matter how good you are and how you create your video, someone will always criticize. So what matter is how you separate them and only consume constructive criticism. And who knows, if you share your work online and the thing that you love to do, your life might change for the better. So lesson number 3, share your work online. Lesson number 4, surround yourself with people who you can learn from, people who you admire, and people who will help you grow. One of my favorite quotes from Jim Rohn is, "You are average of the 5 people you spend time with." And this quote and principle applies literally everything in our life. The content you consume, the people you hang out with, the book you read, everything influences your behavior. Because if you consume garbage content and hang out with people who share negative views of the work you are doing, you'll get distracted, your mind will get polluted, you will lose sight of your goals. So be cautious about who you hang out with and what you consume. Lesson number 5, mundanity. Austin says the most creative ideas come to him when he cuts his vegetable, ironing his clothes, or going for a walk. And I think you can relate to this a lot, and it's really relatable for me, because when I'm hitting the gym, when I'm walking, or when I'm trying to sleep, suddenly a content idea will pop out in my head and I have to write them down, because otherwise I'll just forget them. The point is, too much activity reduces our creativity, and nowadays we don't really take the time to rest our brains. We just constantly on our devices. So if you want to get more creative, take a break, go for a walk, hit the gym, and give your brain a space to rummage through creative ideas. And the last but not the least, money is freedom. You can be the great artist in the world, but you don't want to be the hungry, great, famous artist. So sometimes you might have to do a job that you don't like, and it's okay. This is what life is all about, because you also need money for creative tasks such as classes, education, or buying a piece of equipment, or buying more books. And if you're free from financial restriction, then your creativity will have no bounds. So before you figure it out by doing what you love, do what's necessary. See you in the next video.